Welcome to the MotoHead Dirty Dozen Questions. Please state your name and tell us something about yourself.
I'm Jake Shipton, 26 years old, and I'm from Wareham, Dorset.
What was your first bike?
Funny enough, a Yamaha PW50. I've still got it now as well, in Dad's garage, so that's pretty cool.
When and where was your first race?
Bovington Army Camp. Yeah, I think Dad could tell you a bit more about that, running around every single race with me and blisters on his feet. It was a 2-dayer, so we had to pie the second day off, and then I think my uncle ran the second day with me. So yeah, I ended up second though, out of 2, so that was still on the podium. So yeah, but there's a mega track.
Could you change a piston?
No chance. Look at it, maybe tell you how to change it, but I personally would not be able to change it.
Who's the best rider you ever saw?
I really liked Scott Elderfield, even though he's similar age, and he was always the top of the class, or I was just going into the class and he was just leaving. Like, he was always one of them, look at Scott, he's doing this, he's doing that, and he was just mega. I loved watching him when I was a little kid, even though he was a year older than me. It was just so good to watch, and I grew a few sets of balls watching him do some jumps, and then Dad made me go and do them after he'd done them. So yeah, Scott Elderfield was the one.
What's the best track in the world?
Never rode there, but like I said earlier, I'd love to go to Unadilla, because it has that like old school kind of style, few big jumps, but then also it's flat out. So for me, I'd say Unadilla.
Who has been the biggest influence on your career?
There's a few, like my parents for sure, but then the one that fully turned me from a cake eater to actually putting effort in was Sam Sunderland. When I moved to Dubai, he kind of, for sure it's a different sport, but same mentality, same training. He kind of opened my eyes to see, right, you have to work this hard to get somewhere. So yeah, personally I'd say Sam Sunderland.
What's the best bit of motocross related advice you've ever been given?
Ride on the balls of your feet. Something so simple, and I still cock it up now, but I always go back to it. Even when I race, I still think about riding on the balls of my feet. Being a hard pack warrior I am, obviously I used to struggle in the sand, where now I've kind of got comfortable in it, but being on the balls of your feet is 80% of my riding now. I always focus on technique and then build up the speed. That's why I'm useless in qualifying.
What's your greatest motocross memory?
I'd either say getting my first podium at Desert Martin for the British Championship last year, or going years back, 2004, me and Jack Rowe battling at Fox Hills for the KWS Championship on 65s. That just felt mega, you know, you had all the top boys racing, and it was kind of like a big stage for us, and it was all hyped up. I lost, but yeah, that, even now I look back and think that was pretty cool. That was.
What are the keys to your success?
Work hard, still have fun, enjoy it, don't feel like it's work or a job. That's what I always, because if you lose, like a load of people say, if you lose the fun of it, then you lose the love for it. But that's where even lockdown is like worked. You could see it as a negative, but then it's also a positive, because it's kind of like relit that fire from 3 months of off-season grind. All right, it's gutting there's not been a season, but then you've kind of had a break, and now everyone's like a kid in a sweet shop again. They're really buzzing to ride again. So yeah.
What is your greatest fear?
Not achieving what I want to achieve, I think. I'm not scared of spiders or anything like that, but yeah, I still want to achieve a lot more, and I haven't got, like, motocross isn't a massive long career, so yeah, that's why this virus needs to, I need to crack on.
What's your most embarrassing moment?
Dyeing my hair this colour. As soon as I done it, I regretted it, but I'm just running it now. I think I can pull it off.
What is your guiltiest pleasure?
Oh, sweets. Always sweets. Like, I always said to myself, once I got back in training, right, after a good weekend racing, if you're top 5, you can have a sweet or have some sweets. Lockdown has just been sweet diet. I'm not a fan of like big burgers and stuff, but I just love sweets.
Thank you for taking the MotoHead test.
They're good questions, they are.